Welcome to my Idaho cabin, where the elk and deer run free. Welcome to my Idaho cabin, hope you spend a little time with me.
Hi everybody, this is Rick. Welcome to my Idaho cabin. Hi everybody, sorry it's been so long since I've made a video, but hunting season just ended and I didn't get anything this year, so anyway, time to get back to making some videos and getting on with life. So question, what is Idaho famous for? Well, most of you probably thought potatoes, and you'd be right. Well, you'd be half right. The other thing Idaho was famous for is finger steaks, and that's what I'm going to make for you today. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll show you how I do it. The first thing we need to do is to take our steak and cut it into strips across the grain. Anywhere 3-4 inches long, maybe a ½ inch wide, something like that. Any kind of steak will work. Cube steak, that works well. Sirloin, tip, anything. Whatever you happen to get on sale or anything like that down at at your market is just fine. So we'll cut this steak up into 3 inches or so. First I'll cut them lengthwise, and then I'll cut them in half because these are going to be too long. But we'll just cut them in half like this. So anyway, that's about like that, and then we'll cut those in half so they're about 3 to 4 inches long, something like that. So when I get through with that, then I'll come back and show you what we have to do. And Smokey's putting his 2 cents worth in. Anyway, I'll be back with you in just a bit. Okay, what I have in this bowl is a marinade for the finger steaks. It's buttermilk, Worcestershire, salt, pepper, granulated garlic, dry mustard, and paprika. So, we're going to mix this. And you all know how to marinate stuff, so this is not a secret. We're going to put this in a Ziploc bag, and we're going to put the meat in there, and we're going to push all the air out. And then we're going to put the meat in there. Well, I said that. We'll put the meat in there and let it sit in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. So, here's the meat going in here. Put it over here where you can see it. This will go right in here. And let this meat get all happy with the marinade, and then we'll be ready to go on to step number 2 or 3 or whatever it is. We'll get as much of the air out of here as we can, and massage it around a little bit, get it all nice and happy, and then we'll put this in the refrigerator for a couple hours. I'll be back with you for the next step. Okay, we're ready to prepare the finger steaks. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the meat out of the marinade, let the marinade drip back into the bowl, into the bag, because we need to save that. So we'll just take the meat out of here, and we're going to do a just your standard dipping. It's going to go into the flour, then into the reserved marinade, and then back into the flour. And then we're going to cook it. We're going in oil. We're going to deep fry it in oil for about say 4 minutes, something like that, at 375. I think it's 375. Might be 350. It'll be in the recipe down below. So it's just the standard dry, wet, dry, and then we should be going. So, okay, here's the reserved marinade. We'll put that in there. And I'm not going to bore you with this, but we'll take a couple, 3 or 4, throw them in the in some flour, and then back into the marinade, and back into the marinade. Mix that up a little bit, and then back into the flour. And this is where you get gummy fingers. And we'll take these out, and I'll put these, shake the flour off a little bit, and put them on a wire rack, which is kind of out of camera range, but let them dry over there. And we'll just keep doing this until we get all the fingers done, and then we'll deep fry them. So when that stage comes around, I'll come right back to you. Okay, the oil is now at 350, and so we're going to put these in. We don't want to overcrowd. One more. Okay, now we're going to cook these until they're a nice golden brown. They're cooking quick. I think that oil's a little hotter. Okay, we'll get these out of here. These are supposed to go on a paper lined plate, and I forgot to put the paper on there, so we'll take care of that in a second. Okay, now we're ready for... Woo! Don't drop them in like that. And we'll see how that goes. Stir them around so they don't stick together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this batch in with the first batch, and then I'm going to put them in a warm oven. I'll just let them, I'll do them all and then put them all in a warm oven at the same time. Keep them warm that way until we're ready for dinner. I'm going to use my spoon. I forgot I had a whisk. just for this type of a thing. There we go. And then here's the paper line. Yeah, that's much better. Alright, we'll put one more batch in here. Anyway, we'll let this go and I'll get back to you when we're done. And there are the Idaho finger steaks. And they're going to be served with a nice salad over there. And then over here we have oven roasted potatoes and vegetables. Thank you, George. Oven roasted veggies. Thank you for watching this episode of My Idaho Cabin. I hope you find the finger steak recipe interesting and you might try it. We really enjoyed them last night. They were quite good and a lot of fun to eat, a little different, and just a great meal. So anyway, thanks again for watching this episode of My Idaho Cabin. This is Rick, and I'll see you next time.
Welcome to my Idaho cabin, where the elk and deer run free. Welcome to my Idaho cabin. Thanks for spending time with